All right, guys, let's get right into it. No time to waste. No time to waste here. I, it's been a few hours. I'm excited, but yeah, no intro. Let's go. So first shot here we got of the trailer. It's a lovely shot of the TARDIS in a vineyard and the crew. The TARDIS team go into some form of mansion. First off, this shot made me realize how much I love vineyards. That's just a thing now. It's like Just Cause Free. This trailer is just like, man, vineyards are like the prettiest locations on Earth, I swear. Now let me see if I can zoom in here. No, I can't really tell what the writing is on that little sign there by the gate. Um, it's most likely from episode 1, from the spy episode. Um, which more than likely takes place in like the UK and stuff. So I don't know. If you look over to the top left, yeah, the top left of the screen, by like the mansion area, you can see 3 or 4 guys. They seem to look like goons. Although one of them is wearing a backpack, it looks like. Although that may not be a guy, I don't know. That kind of looks like a guy, but maybe not. But like those other two, right at the top left, they definitely seem like there may be goons or like security and stuff. So, yeah, but really lovely shot to open the trailer off, and of course it's followed right by another shot of 13 and the crew, of course, in their lovely tuxes. First of all, that shot, this costume, this outfit of 13 right here, this is beautiful. Like, I love this costume. It's probably gonna be in the thumbnail. But yeah, it looks absolutely incredible. And of course, in this bit of the trailer, 13 says, "That's I'm the doctor. That's doctor," or something like that, something along those lines. She's introducing herself. But yeah, I love this shot. It comes right after that shot previously. Then, next shot here, we have some form of space shuttle. Some form of space shuttle flying through the sky, or space, crashing down onto, I guess, Earth. It kind of looks like Earth. I can't tell what part specifically of Earth is crashing towards, or where you can see on screen here. But yeah, it looks real nice. Looks real nice. I must admit, I can't really tell what specifically um, it will be a part of and stuff. But yeah. Next shot here, we have 13. She's scanning around with her screwdriver. Big tree from the looks of it in the background. I can't really get too much from the shot either. There's a guy behind her. I'm not sure who that is, or what their role in the story will be. But yeah, it is a pretty nice shot as well. It's like for all the big shots, you also get these nice little shots which don't really give anything away. They're just nice little filler for the trailer. Then we got a big shot here. It's some form of massive spaceship, and it's shooting this massive green laser at. If you look closely at the picture, of course, if you go on the trailer, it might look a little clearer, but that's it's shooting at, well, I can't say specifically. It's shooting at the United Kingdom. It's shooting at the British Isles somewhere. It could be Wales, because it looks like it's shooting a little bit towards the east, more than where like England is. So it might be towards Wales. Who knows? Again, I can't really decipher what specifically this scene might be from, or what could be related to. Honestly, even from the rest of the stuff in the trailer, I really can't tell. Best guess, maybe like the Jadoon, maybe like those last 3 shots were from the Jadoon episode. This next shot right here also might be from the Jadoon episode. I definitely feel like this could be from the Jadoon episode. This creature right here behind the glass, I really cannot tell what it is. It looks like a weevil, but then it kind of looks like the Hoiks, which are both from Torchwood, which of course it would make sense for something for like Chibnall, if he's bringing things back from before, it would be from Torchwood. I even said that in like my what villains they should bring back. They should bring back some Torchwood and Sarah Jane Adventures characters. But yeah, this kind of looks like a weevil or a Hoiks. I can't tell, but I have a theory here. This is start my theories that this could be whatever the Jadoon are looking for in their episode. I don't know why. I just feel like it could be. I can't, obviously, theory. I can't really prove it too much, but yeah, it does look cool. It's breaking through the glass and stuff like that. And also, there's some dialogue playing, so I should. The Doctor. Okay, right. The security of this entire planet is at stake. That's what's being said over these shots, which very quick shots here. The editing of this trailer, I mean, I like it, but it is really quick. But yeah, next shot here, we have 13 in her, I guess, iconic goggles, really, which may or may not mean she's gonna be building something in this particular scene, or in these scenes following here, because of course, if you got goggles, you're probably doing something. Actually, no, it can't be. I was gonna say this is probably from later on when she's on a motorcycle, but it can't be. Again, the background, I really can't tell what's going on, but seems to be some greenery and stuff in the background, so I really can't tell. But because she's in her normal costume, this seems to be later on in the series, because it's kind of been like rumored that episode 1 is going to be like the spy episode, which of course the first couple of shots we saw of the TARDIS team in the tuxedo. I'm assuming for like the first 2, maybe even 3 episodes, we're going to see these this team in those costumes. So any other shot where you don't see them in their tuxes, like this shot right here of 13 in her goggles, is most likely from like later on in the series. Can't tell what shirt she has on here though. Hang on. Yeah, I can't tell what colored shirt she has on there, but it kind of seems like it's blue. I can't tell though. But yeah, just a nice shot of 13 in her goggles. Then, of course, next shot right here, which underrated shot. Like, nobody's talking about how good this shot looks. It is an amazing shot. Like, 13, she's got a nice sassy look on her face. I mean, I don't know what the heck Ryan's doing, but he's doing it. The amount of sass in this picture is insane. Like, Graham's just confused as always. Yes. And of course they're talking to, of course, Stephen Fry. Again, 13 is in her like normal costume. They're all in their like well, I guess they're not in normal costume. They're just in normal clothes, and 13 is in her usual costume. Again, can't tell what color shirt she has on, which could help out to differentiate the different episodes and stuff. But of course, she's talking to Mr. Stephen Fry, of course, in the next shot here. Now, personal theory, of course, Stephen Fry, it was confirmed to be in the first episode, and if you listen to the dialogue, of course, it seems that this is the first time 13 and company are meeting his character, which, of course, definitely says that this is most likely in the first episode, and maybe not in any other episode if he's, of course, a recurring character. That's always a possibility. This no, it's not. This isn't from the first shot. This is a different location. But my personal theory is that Stephen Fry is probably going to be playing some kind of like boss role. He's going to be like the leader of MI5, or maybe like a new division of unit that has been formed or something like that. Of course, there were rumors of Kate Stewart coming back, but it hasn't been confirmed. Of course, she wasn't in this trailer, so who knows? It may or may not be. She may or may not be showing up. I don't know. But yeah, that's my personal opinion. He's gonna be like the leader of MI5. He's the one that calls down 13 after the whole unit shutdown thing. Maybe there's like some large scale or some like huge threat to the Earth, and so they just have the Doctor on speed dial and just like, hey Doctor, there's this threat going on. We need you to come down and help out. So yeah. Next shot here, of course, again, 13 in her tux, so this is most likely episode 1, 2, or maybe even 3, and so and because of the character next to her, which I can't tell who it is. It may or may not be Mary Shelley. I really don't know. It could be anybody, but she seems to be in some form of period clothing, or at least some kind of old school looking clothing. Who knows? Maybe it's just a modern day episode. Maybe it's episode 1 with the spy MI5 stuff. Who knows? But she seems to be in period clothing, which could say this is from the Nazi episode or the France episode. Um, so this scene right here, which I'll play the audio for you. Hang on. Can, I'm not where I wanted to be, but I can work with this. So I think, right, this scene right here is like they were talking or whatever, and then Nazis show up, bust through the door, and then or something, and then they had to like hide under the floor or whatever. And maybe somebody just took off the covers of the floor to let them back out. What's that in the bottom left? I can't tell. It seems like somebody's hand or something. I can't tell. Seems like somebody's hand and maybe like some form of umbrella or skirt or something. So yeah, kind of confirms my theory there. So yeah, I think that's what's happening. Like Nazis came in looking for them, or Nazi was just doing a search and then they had to hide in the floorboards. And already on 10 minutes, I'm trying to go super fast. I haven't barely touched any of my screenshots. Next shot here, we have kind of an infuriating shot. There's a few shots in here, like obviously some of the earlier shots I mentioned where I just don't know what's going on really, but this one I really don't know. It's a spaceship that's shooting off into the air. That's obvious. The bit that's like problematic is the background. I really cannot tell what's going on in the background. It looks like some weird bit of space. It could also be like the sea. I don't know. It's like a silver kind of like nebula looking type deal. I really can't tell what is going on there. I can't. It's not. It's definitely not Earth, right? It's definitely not anywhere on Earth unless it's like the sea. So I don't know. Like this is a very interesting shot. I really don't know what to make of it. Of course, as with all the trailer, it looks very good. It looks very good. But yeah, that's an infuriating shot. Then again, and one of my favorite shots. Again, I have a few of these. One of my favorite shots. This next shot right here of 13, Graham, and Ryan. In I really don't know how to describe it, but it may or may not be some form of spaceship or something. I don't know. It's very gorgeous looking. It's a gorgeous looking shot right here, like all the bit like those string light things on the side, and just all the lighting, the pink lighting with like the darkness of it. It all looks really good. Yeah, and 13 says whoa. As you can see on screen. But yeah, gorgeous shot right there. Again, have no clue what it's from, but who knows. Of course, the next shot here is a big shot. One of the big shots. Big boy, my man, the Jadoon. Of course, just a nice little shot of the Jadoon. In the trailer, he goes, Mojo Vo. Mojo Go, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, really good shot of the one of the Jadoon here. Presumably maybe on one of their like spaceships or whatever. Which, if I remember correctly, we never actually saw the inside of a Jadoon spaceship back in Smith and Jones. And then we went to the next time we saw them was Shadow Proclamation, and then every scene after that was basically just cameos of the Jadoon. So I don't know, but this may or may not be on their spaceship. Which, of course, if you go back to that earlier promotional picture of 13 and the Jadoon, seems to be in the same like locations, same looking location. So yeah, definitely probably like their spaceship or whatever. And then, of course, the next shot here, not much to say about it, but I will have something else to say about it later on. But as I said before, Graham and Yaz are not in tuxedos, so this is most likely an episode or a scene from an episode that's later on in the series, not episodes like 1 to like 3. And yeah, I don't have much else to say about it for now. I'll talk about it later on. Just to prepare for that. Like a couple frames later in the actual trailer, there's like a nice yellow light that comes right over like the left hand side of the screen, Just keep that in mind for later on. Then this next shot right here. This isn't in order. I took like the bottom shot is actually a bit later in the trailer, but I decided to take it and put it here. Anyways, to sort of prove one of my theories, another theory here. So of course, this creature on the top here looks a lot like the Rachnos. It's not the Rachnos though. The Rachnos looked quite different. Of course, it could also just be just a redesign of the Rachnos. But you look around, it doesn't seem to have any like that creature. By the way, played by Ronnie from Sarah Jane Adventures, which I mean, I'm happy about that. Getting another actor slash actress from the past. That's great. But yeah, so and of course this character is called Queen Skifra. Yeah, but yeah, it doesn't look like a spider. So my thing is, this creature here on the bottom is related to this queen right here. So basically, my big theory is that this is a sort of like, how like the sea devils are like a race that are related to the Silurians but aren't actually like Silurians, kind of like humans and apes and stuff like that. I'm guessing this is the same thing, where it's like a race that's similar to the Rachnos but not exactly like the Rachnos. Maybe they come from like the same planet or something like that, and instead of being spider based, they're actually scorpion based, which if my biology is correct, I believe both are arachnids, so that also makes sense. But yeah, this creature on the bottom here looks gorgeous. By the way, it just looks really good. It's really well animated and stuff like that. And it has a really cool design. I really like this creature down here, the scorpion-looking creature. And of course, a second biggest thing is Yaz down here. If you didn't see, that's definitely Yaz, who's in period clothing. So yeah, boy. The thing that everybody was complaining about from Series 11 of the companions not wearing any period clothing, well, there you go. Problem solved. Yaz in a nice dress. I can't tell what kind of dress it is. I really can't tell what that location is, really. I can't really decipher any of the writing. This could... it seems to be, it's definitely old. It's definitely historical. I can't tell what specifically, though. It could be that New York episode that's rumored. It could also be like the 19th century episode that was also rumored. So I really don't know. It's definitely not that whole Cyberman being in with Mary Shelley thing may or may not be true anymore. I don't know, but yeah, this is definitely like old school looking shot right here, but very nice looking. You have like the market on the they're like in some kind of market area and stuff. Very nice, very nice. Next shot, which I think, yeah, I'm 18 minutes in. Next shot, just quick little shot of 13, in some area. I really can't tell what it is. Looks like, definitely is an interior, looks like inside, and again, look at 13's outfit. It's not the tuxedo, which means it's not in episode 1. It's definitely in a later episode. That's really all I can tell you about. Check what dialogue is said here. Yeah, there's no dialogue that's said here. And also, I think this shot comes before the Rachnos lady. Yeah, this shot comes well before all the stuff. Yeah. Anyways, next shot. Next shot here. Of course, another big shot. A lot of people online are saying this guy right here, this guy in shot right here, it happens to be Nikola Tesla, which I don't think that was even really a rumor. Anybody was talking about the possibilities of Tesla being in the series, like like all the stuff, like the whole Mary Shelley stuff, all of that, Like last year we had like King James and Rosa Parks like immediately confirmed like that, right? But like for some reason somehow we've managed to just completely not leak Nikola Tesla. If that is of course Nikola Tesla, who knows? I don't think it's been confirmed yet anywhere that this guy, who I believe his name is Garen something, is some kind of foreign language, which of course again sort of kind of confirms that this guy might be Tesla because the actor that's playing him isn't English. He's probably like German or something, seeing the name. And I can't remember what Tesla was, where Tesla was from. Probably Germany. Who knows? He was a eugenist. Who knows? Again, also, theory here. I think like because of the whole eugenist thing and like just this like weird thing of people not liking Nikola Tesla. I don't know why. I have like a weird feeling that Nikola Tesla or like this character may sort of be like a villain or at least some form of antagonist in whatever episode he's gonna be. Which I'll say what episode I think he's gonna be in later on, a little later on. And I don't know who that is to his side. Really, could it? I want to say because it's definitely not Mary Shelley. I don't think the Tesla and Mary Shelley thing are going to be in the same episode because they're Mary Shelley, I think, died like 5 years before Nikola Tesla was even born. So it's that I don't think there's going to be any like bridge between that unless there's some form of time travel involved, some time travel shenanigans. But who knows? Next shot here. Got a nice little shot of 13 with a headlamp on. May or may not be the same shot as the shot with supposedly Nikola Tesla. I don't know. If you go a little bit further on, I didn't want to grab that exact shot because it looked really bad, but hang on. Have you noticed something weird around here? And then there's a bright flash from like that. You see that power cord there on the left hand side? Like it flashes, like it basically like it's I don't know what to say, like static shock, whatever. Like some electricity bursts out of it or whatever. So I'm guessing maybe this is like the Tesla episode, and like Tesla's like testing out some kind of electricity thing. I don't know, but yeah. Have you noticed anything weird around here? And then explosion in the background from that power cord. And of course, next shot, again, a big shot right here, is the TARDIS flying through the time vortex. Looks awesome, looks great. It somehow looks even prettier than the time vortex in Series 11, so I don't know. Looks great. TARDIS flying through the time vortex. Again, don't really know what episode that could be from. Now, this next shot here, I have a couple things to say about. So first off, great shot. Just great, all in all, great shot. I have no clue. I really don't know what it's about per se, but because it's the anniversary, I was watching Genesis of the Daleks for the first time, as for the special occasion, this morning before the trailer even came out, and this dome looking thing right here, I'm not sure if it's just coincidence, like some random coincidence. Kind of looks like one of the Khaled domes from Genesis of the Daleks. Of course, wild shot, but there are the whole Dalek being in the there's definitely a Dalek episode coming, but we don't know where it will be, if it will be like a special after the series or if it will be like actually in the series. But best guess is that this is somehow on Skaro, like maybe old school Skaro, not like the Moffat era Skaro where they just decided to go ham. Yeah, this could be Skaro. Who knows? If it's not Skaro, I really don't know what this could be from, or what it could pertain to. So, yeah, but a really nice looking shot here of this giant dome. So, next shot, again, we got another shot of Tesla. Of course, you can see 13's hair right on the left-hand side, so he's talking to 13, and what line exactly does he say? Do you believe this is alien? That's what he says here. Again, I have a theory, but I'll talk about it a little bit later, when we actually get to it, but yeah. Tesla, cool looking. The next shot is of the scorpion thing chasing down Yaz and that old guy who, by the way, I didn't mention, that old guy from like one or two frames, for some reason looked like Derek Jacobi. So, the master confirmed? Who knows? Next shot, after the Yaz getting chased by the scorpion is Yaz in a car with Graham and potentially the rest of the crew. driving through the city. Kind of looks like nighttime in the background. Uh, Again, could or could not be from the Dalek episode. I really don't know. I can't tell you. Um, and what does Yaz say here? What's the plan? That's what she says. Presumably talking to 13, who may or may not be driving the car, although she's looking to the left hand side. So either she's talking to Graham or she's just talking to one of the passengers who may or may not be 13. Either I don't know. But yeah, she asks what is the plan. I think I have my theories again that this may be from the Dalek episode, but who knows? Next shot here. 13 and the crew on the TARDIS. Is this the first interior shot of the TARDIS we get in the trailer? I think it is, to be honest. But yeah, just really nice looking shot of the TARDIS. I think these shots of the TARDIS in this trailer look phenomenal. Like they look very crisp. Like the lighting, the like crystals look better for some reason. Like they don't look like, for some reason in Series 11 they looked really fake and like plastic and stuff. They actually look really nice in this trailer. I'm starting to like this TARDIS a little bit more. Still my least favorite TARDIS, but it's starting to look really good. And what does she say here? What happened? Don't you trust me? Hang on. You trust me, don't you? That's what she says there. So, and of course, couple shots later, I'll talk about it because it happens to be the same shot. But yeah, next shot here. Next few shots is of Ryan being in a car which may or may not be remote controlled or even like just controlled by some onboard computer. I really don't know. I can't tell. May or may not be from the spy episode. Again, I don't know. And we get a nice shot of Ryan screaming for his life. So yeah, car remote controlled, reverses into traffic. Ryan loses his mind because he seems to be the only person in the car. Who knows? But yeah, next shot here is of Graham. Again, we get a nice look at the TARDIS, and very interesting shot here of Graham. So whatever this, I have a theory. I have a big theory, probably my second biggest theory here. That contraption on Graham's head is a remote control, and in one of the leaks is that for the Dalek episode, they rebuild or like reuse that shell from Resolution of the destroyed Dalek shell that they destroy with the microwave, and they use it as sort of like a defense mechanism to defend against like MI5 or unit or whoever procured it and are using it as a like defense mechanism, a weapon for like future invasions or whatever. And somehow, some way, in this shot right here, Graham is hooked up wirelessly or whatever to the Dalek drone. That drone that they rebuilt, he's controlling it with his mind for some unknown reason. I really don't know why, but yeah, because it does look very Dalek-y. Like that light on the top looks like it could be like a Dalek eye stalk if the lighting weren't so like bright, and the two prongs coming out of his head look like the Dalek things. Yeah, it looks like very Dalek-y, so I think that's what that shot may pertain to. But yeah, next shot here, which by the way, there's some dialogue as well. Have I got to answer that? Is what he says when he's got that thing on his head. So I'm guessing he's like not trusting the doctor to like be able to control this Dalek thing. It would be funny if they do like a girl who died situation where Graham dies while controlling the Dalek. Who knows? But yeah, we get a nice few shots here of the I can't tell. There's 3 motorcycles and a car chasing after them. I believe there's 2 different characters on one motorcycle. That one in the middle right there. May or may not be like Ryan or Yaz or Graham. And then there's another motorcycle with presumably another another companion, who knows, and they're being chased by, if we go to a couple of next shots here, again, gorgeous shot of this vineyard. I really like how it looks. Next shot here, 13, of course, riding on her bike, looking fly, uh, and she gets shot. She gets shot at by. If we go to the next shot here, I might combine them all into one shot. Actually, we get a nice shot of Lenny Henry, who was confirmed earlier this week here, and of course he's got a gun. He's strapped, and he's shooting at the Doctor and company. He may or may not be the villain of the spy episode. Of course, again, they're in their tuxedos, so most likely from the first episode. But yeah, he may or may not be the villain, or at least a goon for the villain of that episode, which is rumored to be a character called the Rendition Man. So yeah, make of that what you will. But yeah, he looks like he's having the time of his life shooting at the Doctor right here. 30 minutes, by the way, 31 minutes. That's wild. Then of course we get to biggest shot again of 13. She's asking some character, I can't tell, I think it is a female character. She's asking, where are we? And we cut right to the next shot of my favorite shot of the trailer. Like, this is definitely my favorite shot of the trailer right here, of the Eiffel Tower. Of course, in 1940s France, Nazi-occupied France, so Nazis definitely confirmed to be in this. Got nice searchlights. Looks like the entirety of Paris is on fire right here, which, whatever. And of course, if you look closely, there's a light on the Eiffel Tower, and in the trailer, it's moving up. So it may or may not be like an elevator, or like a flaming elevator or something that's going up the Eiffel Tower. But yeah, it could be like episode 2 or 3 of series 12. But yeah, this is a gorgeous shot right here. I mean, I've been to Paris and everything, so there's a special connection here. But if we go to the trailer again, Paris 1943. Doctor says, "Oh no!" in the next shot, where we see again a woman standing behind her. Can't tell exactly who that is. It may or may not be Noor Inayat Khan, who was a historical character that's been all but confirmed to be in this France episode. And of course, she's still rocking her tuxedo, but I don't think this is the same setting as earlier, so this is definitely another episode, or at least they've somehow, maybe it's in the same episode, but they somehow have traveled back in time without really noticing, so presumably without the TARDIS, which opens up a bunch of theories, like maybe the Master, maybe the Rendition Man is the Master, and he somehow teleported them back into Nazi-occupied France. Maybe the Rendition Man somehow, some way has got some time travel tech on him. Maybe somehow, some way, Krasko is involved, and he's got like his he somehow got his gun that he had in Rosa that teleports people back in time. There's a bunch of theories here as to how 13 ends up here without realizing or noticing or whatever. Things seem to be on fire in the background as well, so I don't know what's going on here, but definitely a cool shot. This France episode is looking crisp. Then of course, again, another big moment in the trailer. Get a nice bit of creepy, like tense music, and 13 of course says, "Something is coming for me," and this right here, I think, top 3 shots. It's like, I don't know. There's a lot of good shots in this trailer, but this is one of the best right here of the TARDIS, the crystals, which are normally a nice yellow or blue here. So the crystals can change color. She seems to be sitting down next to one of the crystals. And of course, she says, "Something is coming after me," implying a series arc, which we're all excited for. Am I right, boys? Am I right, boys? Of course, I do have a theory, of course, for later on, again, in the trailer. But yeah, she says, "Something is coming for me." But yeah, lovely shot here. And of course, the very next shot, which again, the music is great here. You got like some nice drum beats in the background, and then of course you got Big Boy over here, a Cyberman, which funny. I just want to point out, like Chibnall seems to have a thing for like bringing back the iconic villains and then giving them, like making them look rusted and busted up for some reason. Like Resolution, the dog from Resolution was like made like scrap metal and stuff. Like he made it himself using the girl as like his slave or whatever. So it was like a human made Dalek out of like spare parts and stuff. Then you have this Cyberman here who seems all busted up. He's all rusted. He's all bruised. He's got all kinds of scorch marks, all kind of stuff. Big thing I want to point out, if you look at the Cyberman's hand, it looks to be a human hand. So it maybe he like this costume, this outfit is so busted up that like, or maybe I don't know, like there's something going on here. With like this human hand. I really don't know. Maybe like this is again a build of like a Cyberman. Maybe it's just a really bust. I don't know. I really don't know. It's really interesting. It could open the doors for a lot of different ideas and theories and stuff. And of course, the actual like design, it looks like an amalgamation of a various Cyberman designs. You got like the Matt Smith Capaldi Cyberman design with like the light in the middle and like the things like the cross around it or whatever. You kind of got glimpses of like the Cybus David Tennant early Matt Smith Cyberman design for the leg, like his left leg looks like that. But the shot is like very faded, it's like through flames and it's smoky and stuff like that, so you can't tell specifically, like you can't get too much detail out of it, but it looks really good. And then the next shot, of course, is a close-up of the Cyberman's headpiece, which just looks great. Look all busted up and stuff. I'm really excited to see that. And to go to again, just want to point out, kind of looks like the 2013 design, busted up a little bit. The headpiece and stuff looks very different though, compared to that one. Like there seems to be like a light on top, and then like the actual like handles, the way it connects to the headpiece looks different. There seems to be some kind of like like some kind of like vents or like gills almost on the Cyberman, which looks good. And kind of want to talk about one of my theories here, which the theory is Tesla. The Cyberman episode isn't going to be with Mary Shelley. It's actually going to be with Tesla, and it's going to be like a victory of the Daleks sort of deal, where you have Tesla like building or at least working on some kind of like on like Cybermen or something. Like he's like some Cyberman ship crashed in like the 19th century, and then like Tesla has somehow started working on it or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I mean, for all I know, the Tesla episode could be in the World War II thing. I don't know. I don't think it is, because he looks a little bit too young. I think around that time he would probably be like 80 or something during like World War II. So it's most likely not Tesla in that episode, but I don't know. But I have a theory like the Cyberman and Tesla are connected. I don't know. Maybe the Tesla thing could just be with the Ragnos Scorpion characters. I don't know. And next shot here is just 13 in the TARDIS in her costume, which again, she's in her normal costume, not in the first couple of episodes. Another interesting theory here with the Cyberman is people have like started thinking like, okay, something's coming for me. Like 13 looks really scared, like some kind of impending doom is coming to her, and some people kind of like took to the idea that maybe she's talking about like the Cybermen. And because the Cybermen killed Capaldi, killed 12, the Doctor now, 13, has like a phobia of Cybermen. So whenever the Cybermen show up now, she's going to be like, oh no, the Cybermen are here. She's going to be a little bit more spooked of them than like before or whatever. That's of course just a theory. I think that's unrelated here. I don't think this is a Cyberman episode, but food for thought. Next shot here, of course, we get a few shots here of the companions, which in the trailer, she says, "I can feel it" during that last shot, and then you get this like little, I guess, like montage almost of the free companions. Um, the free companions, like Ryan. This shot of Ryan here, again, is one of those infuriating shots. I don't know what it could be. Like, you see some people in the background, can't tell who they are. Probably just extras. This guy on the right here, I have no clue who that is. You really can't get a good glimpse of him. He looks like he may be like a big important character. I don't know. He seems like maybe a friend of Ryan. To be honest, I have this like this idea that like because some of the shots, the next shot is definitely one. Like this shot right here, I think maybe at the finale, like Fury again, prediction. Um, Something's gonna happen, and 13 is gonna maybe not kick out, but like the companions are gonna leave. Like Ryan and Yaz are gonna leave the TARDIS, and this is like a shot of like Ryan his last scene or whatever, where he's like meeting up with one of his friends or something at an airport, and after like 13 kicked him out or whatever, I don't know. Um, just interesting shot, and then the next shot is of Yaz, and a big shot here, because she's at a police station. She's at the Helmshire police station. You can see in the background is written police station. You can see a guy in some British police uniform. Yaz seems to be a little bit depressed here. If I actually think about it, like let me quickly look later on in the trailer, in the clip. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll talk about it when I get to it, but yeah. So I think again it's connected to the last shot where 13 parts ways with Ryan and Yaz, and she's bringing her back to the police station or something like that. Um, yeah, I think that's probably what's going on here. At the very least, she's at the police station, and she seems a little bit sad. She seems a little bit concerned about something. So either this is like a goodbye scene, or I don't know, something. I don't know. Very interesting though. Of course, we got a nice shot again. A couple good shots here of the TARDIS. We got one shot of the companions. Um, got a good shot here of the companions in the TARDIS, and like, what do they say? They say during these last couple of shots here. We got Ryan says later, "Let them come." When she says something, when 13 says something is coming for me, I can feel it. Ryan says, "Let them come," and then Yaz says, "Cause we're your mates." Graham says, "Family." I've been talking for like 40 minutes, guys. Give me a break here. I'm a bit breathless. I've been talking straight for 40 minutes. So, yeah, got that nice shot there of Graham, and Yaz and Ryan say, probably, I don't know. And then, of course, the big shot right here, from that little teaser we got earlier on in the week, well, actually Friday, of 13 angrily dematerializing. It's just a great shot right there. She looks really cool in that shot. I really like that shot. Again, the TARDIS looks really nice in the background. Nice and done up and stuff like that. Really nice shot. Next shot, again, another big shot, which, I mean, I've been here for 40 minutes and there's so much more to talk about. So, this next shot here of these glowing white things. Now, at first glance, I thought these were Silurians, because these were like classic Silurians, because they got like the kind of star-shaped head. But later on, there's a shot, presumably this monster, that doesn't look like the Silurians at all. So I don't think this is Silurians. It is definitely a gorgeous shot, and just barely, you could see on the bottom right of the screen, you can see like a little thing there. In the trailer, I think you can more clearly see that's 13's shoulder right there in the corner. So she's looking at them doing whatever. I can't tell where this actually is though. I can't tell like where exactly in anywhere that is. Oh, that was even in the next shot, by the way. That was even the next shot. I'll get to the next shot in a minute. But yeah, that's like second to next shot. Yeah, I really can't. Hang on. Quickly just do a brief, like, frame by frame. Yeah, that's 13's shoulder, and like these glowing characters. I really don't know what they are, but they look really cool. So, yeah, I think this is presumably related to something else that I'll mention later. The actual next shot after 13 materializing is this shot of right here of these birds breaking through sunlight or something like that, or well, like a light, a window, a roof window, whatever those things are called. They're like breaking through. There's a bunch of birds just swarming this, presumably this laboratory. Again, 13 in her normal costume. So this takes place later on in the series. I don't know how many times I will say that, but I will say it. But yeah, it looks like a nice little lab area. Uh, Two quick things. One, I think this is the rumored environmentally, like this is like the PSA episode where like they're like, oh, plastic in the oceans is bad or whatever. I don't know why. I just feel like it because I don't know. It's just like some kind of idea like, oh, um, like humans have been messing up so much. Like for some reason, birds have just turned evil and just killing everything. I don't know. I don't know. Just that's just my piece. And yeah. And second thing, I can tell this episode is gonna be horrible. I don't know why. Just from this shot right here, I'm just like, yes, this is gonna be a bad episode. I'm looking out for him now. Okay, I'm just looking out for the bad episodes. You know, I had the rose-tinted glasses on for Series 11. I'm looking out for these though. I can tell this is gonna be a bad episode. I don't know why. I just feel it. It's just birds as the main threat that don't even seem to really be doing anything. Oh man, it's gonna be horrible. Anyways, next shot is 13 looking like she's on some form of drug. Like that is the greatest face I've ever seen in my life. What is she doing? She says in the trailer, "Get away from them." That's what she's saying while she's doing this little shot here. I don't know what that is related to. She looks really intense though, so that's something. But yeah, I don't know what's that related to. I don't know which episode it could be. It's not from the France episode. It's not from the spy episode. I don't know where this is from necessarily, but yeah, it looks yeah. Next shot, just a 13 looking drugged. Next shot here, and harkening back. Okay, back to that earlier shot I spoke about, like maybe like 20 minutes ago now. Of like Graham and Yaz and stuff with like the yellow light on the left and stuff. That if you remember that shot of Graham and Yaz running, this next shot here I think is related to that. Is definitely in the same episode because Yaz, if you see right in the bottom of the screen, you can see Yaz. That's her in her like red jacket that you saw earlier on. And of course, she had a backpack earlier on as well. So this is something like the same episode, or at least the same story. And again, this is not the World War II episode, most likely, because I'm assuming they're gonna be staying in their like tuxedos and stuff for that episode as well. So, and it may or may not even have the companions that episode. Who knows? Maybe 13's on her own for that one. But yeah, we have this nice shot here of new villains, new characters here, which I don't think show up later on, but only in these two shots. But yeah, they got these really, really weird looking guns, like just shooting some like weird beams of yellow laser light energy. They got like this gas mask looking thing. I don't know what they could be. I really have no predictions for really what these characters could be, but they look real cool. 29 minutes. Oh boy. But yeah, they look really cool. They look really nice. I'm excited to see what they have in store. Next shot here, and okay, now we can get to it. This shot right here. Awesome shot. Okay, first of all, awesome shot. It's some form of creature breaking through well, not maybe just like breaking through, like phasing through the doors of the TARDIS. It's passing through the walls of the TARDIS, and in the trailer you can hear a bit of dialogue. Yaz says, "I thought nothing could get into the TARDIS," and then 13 says, "Neither did I, or could I." So I have a feeling. Okay, going back, this is the same creature that we saw, like those glowing white creatures earlier on in the trailer. And I feel this is probably like the finale. This is probably gonna be like the big arc here of like 13 saying something is coming for me and all that stuff. I feel like this could be the finale, or at least close to the finale, of there being like this arc of like these creatures coming after the Doctor. Now, what are these creatures? My personal opinion, somehow, some way, these creatures are like tied to Gallifrey. May or may not be tied to the Timeless Child stuff. Who knows? But I feel like this is maybe like some kind of Gallifreyan creature, Gallifreyan monster, or maybe like some enemy of Time Lords in general. Who knows? Maybe they're not. These creatures aren't from Gallifrey. I saw one theory saying that these are the Vardens, which, I mean, to go from tinfoil right to this, massive improvement. And like after the Doctor and Invasion of Time blew up the Varden planet, maybe you have like sort of like a Fajorian sort of situation where you got a few of them that survived, and now they're looking for revenge against the Doctor. A bit random, to be honest, because like not a lot of people probably remember Invasion of Time. Those that do don't like it that much, so I don't know. A bit weird, may not be that. I don't know, but I feel like this probably is tied to the arc, because it's like it would be kind of random just for this random, just like villain of the week monster to just randomly be able to like do this, like some huge monumental thing as passing through the walls of the TARDIS. Yeah. But yeah, that's my piece on that. Um, these may be tied to the arc, and again we get this shot here of 13 saying neither did I, which yeah. Next shot is 13 in her red shirt, red shirt. I think I can't remember that episode earlier. That shot earlier of her in the headlamp. She had her maroon shirt on, which is presumably in the Tesla episode. I don't think anywhere else that the shirt comes up. At least you can see the shirt. But she's definitely in her like maroon shirt here. And she's on a beach. And that thing right there, that like little thing you see right at the bottom left there in the ocean. A few theories have come out about what that is. I saw somebody say that could be Yaz. I saw someone say that could be a dead sea devil. Whatever it is, 13 is definitely running towards it. I feel like there's a bit of dialogue here. Graham says, "What have you brought here, Doctor?" Which great line right there. I love that line. That's an awesome line. What have you brought here, Doctor? Like it just does something. I don't know. It's a cool line. It's a cool line. Like it adds some intrigue. It adds some like, ooh, something interesting could be happening with the Doctor here and all that type of stuff. I really like that line. Great line. But yeah, I don't know what this is. Of course, it's tied to the next shot, which I may combine here, of the birds. The birds back, and they're flying past. They're attacking the TARDIS. They're swarming the skies. It's Birdemic 5,000 on Doctor Who. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool shot. These birds look cool. They seem really like they could be cool. But I have a feeling this is going to be a horrible episode. I don't know what episode it's going to be. But, they're on the beach, which is where my, prediction came in from in the first place, where it was like, plastic on the beach and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But, you got killer birds, okay? We got killer spiders. Then, for some reason, this series, we're getting, killer scorpions and killer birds. Chibnall Company, they really know how to come up with these new villains. But, yeah, neat shot. Again, Graham saying, "What have you brought here, Doctor?" Next shot. We're approaching the end here, guys. We're on the home stretch. We got next shot here. Again, another infuriating shot. Which because I really can't tell what it's about or what episode it could be related to or anything. It's just a shot of two people getting exploded. In the background, it seems like something that looks like a pyramid in the background. I don't know what that is. It could be a pyramid. It could just be a mountain. Who knows? These characters, from the clothing, I really can't tell because they kind of seem like some of it looks like modern day. Some of it could be old school. Some of it could be like an alien thing. I don't know. I can't really decipher what that shot is from or pertaining to or what those things in the foreground, or I really can't. It's an infuriating shot, probably the most infuriating shot in this trailer, because I really can't tell what it relates to. But yeah, next shot here, and again another big shot is of Yaz crying, which I'll go back here to earlier on when I was talking about the possibilities of the crew leaving, or at least maybe temporarily leaving. Yaz crying here. My prediction, my big prediction: Graham dies at some point. Maybe in, I don't know, at some point Graham dies, or like something happens to the Doctor. Something big happens to cause Yaz to cry here. Of course, Ryan in the background doesn't seem that much happy as well. So I feel like maybe something big happened, like, I don't know, the Doctor like betrayed the companions, Graham died or something, and now Ryan and Yaz are like sad. They don't want to be on the TARDIS or something like that, and then the Doctor leaves them on Earth, like sends Yaz to her police station, sends Ryan to wherever that other shot was or something. I don't know. I feel like that's probably what's going on. But yeah, Yaz crying. It could be another like in the second trailer for Series 11. At the very end, you got that shot of 13 blowing a kiss to something. And everybody was like, "Oh, what is this? Is someone gonna die? Is like an old character gonna come back?" No, it's a frog. So, I mean, I don't know. I highly doubt Yaz is gonna be crying over a dead frog, but I don't know anymore, man. I don't know. Anyways, next shot is a beautiful shot of a plane flying through the air. I think it could maybe be pertaining to the MI5 spy episode. I don't know. Just a gorgeous shot of this plane flying through the night sky here. It kind of sparked up some conversation among some people about this potentially being like maybe the Doctor's like the president of the Earth again or something, and this is like the plane again that she / he had back in the Capaldi era. I don't know. Maybe they're continuing on with that thread. Who knows? Next couple of shots here is Ryan and Graham. They're on some form of spaceship. I think this may or may not be. I think this is most likely from the Jadoon episode. I don't know why. It just feels like it. They're not in any tuxedo, so this isn't like the spy episode or the World War II episode potentially. I can't pinpoint what costume Yaz is wearing. Kind of looks like she's wearing her outfit from the spy episode, but I don't know. Yeah, just a shot of like the crew like falling somewhere. And over this point, Doctor says, "I don't know," replying to Graham's "What have you brought here, Doctor?" comment earlier. So yeah. But yeah, just they're on some form of spaceship that's maybe like crashing or something like that. I don't know. And finally, an hour later, we get to the last shot of the trailer, and it's 13 getting up, looking at something horrific. I don't know. This seems to take place in modern day. Maybe the Jadoon episode, maybe another episode. She is in her normal outfit, and from the looks of it, seems to be in her normal like black / blue shirt. So this isn't the same episode as the bird one with the maroon shirt, or the Tesla episode with the maroon shirt. This is a completely different episode to those two. I don't know. But yeah, this is a modern shot because right behind the Doctor's head here, you can see whatever this is. A water tank or like a battery or something. I actually never figured out what these are. But yeah, but she's got her screwdriver and she just looks terrified or something. But yeah, that's the last shot of the trailer. Boy, hour later. Hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. I really enjoyed this trailer. It was a great trailer. I really enjoyed this trailer. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that breakdown. Hope you got something out of it. And it's gonna be fun editing this. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully, I some way managed to contain this all to one video, but maybe impossible. Who knows? But yeah, I really enjoyed that trailer. Tell me what you thought of the trailer. Tell me what you thought of like my predictions and my theories and my speculation here. from what I got from from this trailer and stuff like that. And yeah, are you excited for Series 12? I know I am. This definitely sold me on what Series 12 could be like. But anyways, troll on, baby. See ya. Oh.